How are you doing today? I'm Spencer Strickland with the Strong Together family, and today I want to show you a mobility stack involving loosening up your quads, your hamstrings, your hip flexors, and your inner thigh. You also get a little bit of glute with that as well. So, if you don't know, I'm in the position we like to call our heels position. So I'm just sitting back on my heels, and everything we're going to do is based off of this starting position, which we like to call our reset position. So, whenever I say reset, I'll simply shift back into this position, get comfortable. If you're not quite ready for this position, you can stand up, okay? If you're ready, you can sit back. So, standing up meaning getting out of that position. So, all right, ready? We're gonna shift forward. Just simply doing this movement is loosening up our hips, our quads, our glutes, and our hamstrings. So, whether you do 2 reps or 5 reps or 10 reps, kind of depends on how much time you have and how loose you need to become or how loose you already were. If you just had a brutal leg day and you really need to loosen up your muscle soreness leg muscles, take a little bit more time. All right, so let's say we just did a rep. Now we're going to add a component. We're going to shift and bring our leg in into a 90 degrees. So I have a 90-degree angle right here. All right, I'm going to allow my pelvis to simply drive forward, giving me a nice stretch throughout my hip flexors, as well as the rectus femoris right here. Nice and easy. Okay, if you're ready for it, you can actually lean back just a little bit, which will give you an even greater stretch right through here. You get a little bit of hamstring with this as well. All right, so now we're going to turn that same move into more of a hamstring. We put our foot out farther forward. Instead of at 90 degrees, I'm open up to like 120 right now. All right, then instead of shifting forward, I'm shifting my hips and my weight backwards. Greater stretch right here on the hamstring, less so right here, but it's definitely a great stretch right here. And I can actually lean into it. All right, sit back. And next, we're going to go inner thigh by opening up into a side lunge. I'll still get a little bit right here, but now I'm getting a ton of stretch right here. Okay, notice that I'm about 90 degrees. I can open up to 120, which is going to change it from here to more hamstring, which is okay because of the beauty of these stacks is it allows you to manipulate and adjust as needed. So, if I raise up to the other leg, 90 degrees, shift my weight forward, lean back if possible, sit back. So every time I sit back, I'm actually getting a great quad stretch. Then, 120 degrees, shift my weight back to get that nice, opened up hamstring stretch. Sit back, quads one more time. Now I have inner thigh, or inner thigh and hamstring, okay? So when I get the hamstring and I opened up even more with this degree, this change, I can go backwards and get definitely more hamstring, or I can go forward, get more groin, and a little bit more hamstring. Remember, backward is hamstring, forward is groin. Same with when we're going forward at 90 degrees. If I go back, it's more hamstring, forward is more pelvis. So let's say groin and pelvis are the same thing for all intents and purposes. And then obviously we reset. So I'm going to run you through one more time on this leg. And whether you do a couple in a row on the same movements, or if you do, say, I start 1 rep, forward, shift back for 1 rep, and then side groin. So side movement for 1. It's really up to you. The more you allow the stack to happen, the more you'll notice everything sort of starts to loosen up, and you don't necessarily have to do as many reps because you're just kind of flowing through everything. So if you're really strapped for time and you only have, say, 5 minutes, do 1 or 2 movements stacked in a row. So forward, pulling back for hamstring, and then side lunge, and then repeat. you'll get through the larger amount of reps because you're just going to kind of flow through everything. And you're really not worried about counting reps because you're just moving on to the next step anyway. So that's what I have for today. Hopefully this works out. I know it'll work out. But if you're having a leg day, let's say tomorrow, which is leg day, booty day tomorrow, Stronger Together family, and you incorporate these on the next couple days after your workout, you'll notice you feel looser, you feel better. It alleviates your muscle soreness and allows you to actually work harder on your next couple of workouts. So that's all I have for today. You guys go out, be awesome, be amazing. For the Stronger Together family, I'm Spencer Aiken. Thank you.